In this video, we will be taking a look at quite a special video, and as you can tell from the title, it will be about none other than Steam. Now, we all know about Valve and their fair share of problems, so you are probably expecting that this is what the video is about. Well, think again, because the actual topic of this video is so much more head-scratching than you can imagine. The title of this video is Steam is Stealing Your Money, and comes from Confession Critic. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into this video and find out how Steam tricked us all.
Steam is a video game digital distribution service that is widely accepted as the one-stop shop for all things PC game related. But let me tell you a little secret, right? Like most million-dollar corporations, Steam is nothing but a company of sly thieves.
You mean that a company wants to make money? The audacity! How can we let such a thing stand? Now trust me, this is not even the worst of it. Just wait until you hear his reasoning for why Steam are just a bunch of sly thieves that want to steal your soap.
That's right, the company that 99% of your games have been purchased through has found unique ways to cuck your wallet for more than you should be paying. So today I'm going to run down the different reasons as to why I don't buy games on Steam, and more importantly, where you can go as an alternative.
I swear, if he says the Fortnite launcher...
First things first, let's talk about the 2-hour play limit for refund. First things first, let's talk about the 2-hour play limit for refund.
Holy fuck, here we go. Brace yourselves for this shit.
Now, if you're not already aware, on Steam, if you purchase a game and play it for any amount of time over 2 hours, you are no longer eligible for a refund on that game. They just won't let you. Apparently, in 2 hours, you've already sucked all of the fun out of the game, and it's 100% determined that you absolutely love the title. There's no other answer for that.
So, Steam is bad because they don't give you an eternity to get a refund? Bruh, we're not even past the first minute, and this guy is already proving that he's a complete retard. About the first point, what stupid logic is that? So, Steam should let you complete a massive game and get a full refund? What the fuck? And about the second point, 2 hours is more than enough for you to get a feel of the game, what it's like, how it runs and all that shit. Shit, it usually takes me about 30 minutes to decide whether the game was worth the purchase or not. So unless you deliberately inspect every individual detail, no matter how minuscule, 2 hours is more than enough. And if you do that, that is entirely your fault for crawling on the ground, examining every blade of grass, every lump on the walls and whatnot, being all like, yes, this floor here is made out of floor, like, whose fault is that shit?
Do I even need to explain why this is stupid?
If you mean how stupid your statement was, nah, trust me, we get it.
The average duration of a short game is 6 to 8 hours, generally speaking. And the average duration of a longer AAA game, which hint hint, are typically the ones we need refunds for, are 20 to 30 hours. But no, Steam says forget all that. 2 hours is more than enough to decide whether you want to keep the game or not.
My bad, Dean Takahashi spending 2 hours in the tutorial, bruh. He literally just wants to be able to complete every game and get a full refund. So in short, he just wants everything to be free. I don't know guys, I get the feeling that the Fortnite launcher getting mentioned as an alternative is very likely at this point.
Whether you want to burn your $70+ that's right, inflation is kicking the prices of games up, or save your wallet. Let me tell you a short story, right? I recently bought 2K23, you know, the leading NBA franchise in all of game history, and halfway through the career mode, which is at least 16+ hours in, the story refused to show cutscenes. I did my research, I looked it up, and apparently this is a common problem that they've been just neglecting.
I agree that the bug should have been fixed, but how is it Steam's fault that the developers don't fix bugs in their own games? Steam doesn't own them. Steam is only a marketplace for them to sell their games on. And I think that's the main part you're missing here. They exist for people to sell video games, not give them away for free. Shit bro, this really isn't rocket science.
And refusing to fix. And see, for me personally, I only got this game for the career mode. It seemed enticing, it seemed detailed, and it was something that I really want to sink my teeth into, way more than just playing the online mode.
Oh hell no. You're not gonna start that, man! Bro, guard up! Guard up, bro! To the ball! Come to the ball! Come to the ball!
Ayo, pause?
And see, at the time, I didn't know that it was a bug. I thought maybe they were just taking a pause in the story to play some of the games until the playoffs or something. But nope, now that that's broken, this game is just a piece of trash in my library that was worth damn near $70. That was worth damn near $70.
I didn't realize $60 was equivalent to $70 now. So he's also being disingenuous. Also, wasn't this video about how Steam is stealing money? Because this honestly just feels like him venting about NBA more than a discussion about Steam. Completely irrelevant to the discussion.
I can't make a new character because the VC required to make that character on the same skill level as my original one would be more money than the game itself. So in Steam's eyes, my only choice is to take this lying down and just accept the outcome. Just accept being cucked. And that's it. You've played way longer than 2 hours. You must have enjoyed the game to a certain extent. You can't just return it. That's not how it works.
I see nothing wrong with that statement. You clearly enjoyed the game for close to, what was it, 16 hours by your own admission, and then you encountered a single bug and threw a hissy fit demanding a refund. This guy is such a bitch, honestly.
And to make matters even worse, let's say you bought a small indie game and you kind of forgot about it after playing it for an hour. It just wasn't your pace, so you kind of just left it be while you play, I don't know, the new Hogwarts game. If you let that game sit for 2 weeks or more, that's it, you can't refund it. Even if you've played under 2 hours of it, you still can't refund it.
Okay, it's 100% confirmed at this point that this guy is brain damaged. If you didn't refund the game on the spot when you dropped it, chances are you clearly enjoyed it enough to end up planning to come back to it later. If you let the game sit in your library for over 2 weeks, which is a fuck ton of time by the way, that is entirely on you. Besides, if you're buying so many video games to the point where you can drop them and completely forget about them for over 2 fucking weeks at a time, then clearly money isn't a problem in your life. Bruh, and title doesn't even begin to describe this guy.
You've just had it for too long. You've looked at it on the shelf for too long. It's done. What are they talking about? And you know what? This is a perfect segue into my next point. The prices of video games in general on there. Question, right? Why is Call of Duty Black Ops 2, a game that was released 12 years ago, over a decade ago, being sold at full price?
Holy fucking shit, never in my life have I encountered a person this fucking stupid. The publisher sets the prices for video games, you brain that fucking Neanderthal. Steam has no say in it, nor should they have any say in it, because guess what? It's not their fucking game. Wow, mind blown.
A game that is no longer being updated, a game that is filled with hackers, and it's known, it's just notoriously known that old COD games are filled with hackers and they don't want to do anything about it. Why would a game like this be left at full price with no chance of being pushed down? Sure, you can blame Activision for this, but I also have to flag Steam for just willingly accepting this while alternative sites list the game for leaps and bounds lower.
Examples? Oh wait.
At least entice these companies in some way, shape, or form to lower their prices. But once again, the answer is no. We care more about the Steam Deck and compatibility for the Steam Deck. Steam Deck this and Steam Deck that. We get it, Steam. You have your own console, yippee. How about you stop trying to be the Nintendo Switch and worry more about the hundreds and thousands of indie games greenlit through your Steam Direct system that exists for no other reason than to make your unsuspecting customers play actual trash for 2 hours just to hide behind an early access sticker. That's right, I see you.
I see, said the blind man. But for real, first of all, do your research before buying the game. Boom, your whole problem is solved. Black Ops 2 is filled with hackers? Don't buy it. Second thing, reviews exist, and so does the algorithm. All those dogshit asset flip 5-minute games you were bitching about usually end up being buried so deep that you have to try to even find them. Not to mention, I love how we're now ignoring the refund system when it's convenient. Because if you end up paying for any of these games, you can refund them, and in most cases you can even finish them in under an hour or even a few minutes. So it boils down to him being disingenuous yet again.
We're very financially very successful company.
Listen, by no means is Steam as bad as the other launchers that I don't want to mention. Like, ultimately, I do like their rating system and the community support that the platform has. But on the other hand, all of these weird small inconsistencies with the platform lead me to just go to an alternative site to actually purchase games. The primary site that I get my games on is G2A. G2A is a Netherlands-based digital marketplace that focuses on the resale of game codes at dramatically marked down prices as shown here.
What in the actual fuck? So because a website hoards game keys and sells them at a discount which they make up in ad revenue means Steam is bad? I don't understand this logic at all. And this also proves how this guy is a complete hypocrite, because earlier he was bitching about Steam's refunds. However, refunds don't work on game keys at all. So this should tell you that he clearly doesn't care about refunds, since he insists on buying these game keys, so his entire first half of the video was completely fucking pointless. Not to mention, it also proves that this entire video is based on a lie, because chances are high that he bought NBA as a game key, which means he could never get a refund to begin with.
I guarantee you, if you run down your entire Steam library, over half of the games that you have are going to be on G2A for a marked down price. And not only does G2A have marked down prices, but they also have key code bundles that can find you saving up to thousands of dollars for a set of games. Another popular pick is Green Man Gaming. Some may even say this has more deals than G2A, with markdowns on titles like Skyrim VR going from $59.99 to $12. In addition to this, their markdowns also are partnered with a bunch of Europe-based content creators that add additional salt and pepper to the deals, if you know what I mean. Another popular one I've seen floating around is CD keys. I tend to stay away from this one only because it uses PayPal. If you see any game exchange site that uses PayPal as its method of payment, then just be wary that sometimes people could be scamming on those sites. I just tend to avoid them. There's a lot of tools to bypass buying things on Steam just because a lot of people know that there are weird things that go on behind the scenes there. But you get the point.
Again, these are all third-party websites, and while getting games for cheap from them is nice and all, it still doesn't explain how Steam is stealing your money. Especially when you consider that in order for these websites to even get these keys, they either have to buy it off Steam at full price or amass them during sales. Developers don't put their games on these websites, so this point is entirely irrelevant. Oh yeah, Steam sales, that's also a thing. Funny how he won't mention that.
You know, to close the video out, I guess I should talk about the good parts of Steam. Like, I've spent this whole video kind of punching down on them, but Steam has improved greatly from what it was when it started, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, that's kinda how updates work, but last I checked, this video is about how Steam is stealing your money, which you are yet to provide a single good argument for, and I'm tired of waiting. So fast forwarding this because it's once again completely irrelevant to the point of the video.
These Steam reputation games actually very useful, saving me several times to find a game that has some weird hidden bugs or like some game situation that I would have saved me time and not find it. I also decided to buy this online, other than weird built-in system information that gives some random website. Steam reputation is very open honest about what the build can't control on the page. It's every game description. Build access system, although if anything I mentioned, two people stealing easily access and take money from games and but ultimately it has good tools for those who are truly dedicated to the craft. The thesis of the games get really popular. Every game is going to go down the clock. Just there for months for it. One for is also the full stage. Basically, Steam for it is workshop. For games that build in audio support, the Steam workshop works like a one-stop shop. Download all the games are mods that are booming. Those workshop pages Skyrim, which I can't workshop pages that's really useful for developers trying to mod. I'm gonna say this because the whole community exists. Ultimately, big fan of Steam, not a big fan of how they handle their more financial side of things. But I mean, I guess that makes sense, as they say.
We're a very financially very successful company.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
If you like the video, don't make me ask you again.
You heard him, guys, like my video or else dead to ye but not to me. But yeah, the rest of this video is just him giving an outro, so you're not missing out on anything. So I guess the moral of the story here is Steam bad because you can't refund the game after 10 years. I'll give him credit, at least he didn't bring up the Fortnite launcher, but that's not really saying much considering his alternatives aren't even alternatives at all. Well then, my brain hurts, so I'ma fuck off. Be sure to like and subscribe to boost me in the algorithm. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.